What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Never Fail, and here we go with part two of this series. So, in part one, we discussed Shadows of Evil as my fifth favorite map on this game. Part two, we are going to discuss Gorod, Krovi. And what you see here is me trying to do the round 20 time trial so I can get that trophy done and be done with it. I did get it done. Makes me happy. I have 100% of the trophies for this particular map now, which is awfully good for me. Mainly because normally I've never really chased trophies, but I figure why not? I've played this game for, 3 years now? So, anyway, number 4 on the list, man. Number 4, Gorod, Krovi. What a wonderful map. And it's number 4. I'm telling you, man, it's not a bad map out of the Black Ops ones. There's just not. I don't know what to say. It was kind of tough picking the number 4 spot. It really was. Number 5 spot wasn't as tough because of the character. Sorry about that, Mom. Throat's a little dry. Let me get a little sip of the drink, y'all. But yeah, the number 5 spot wasn't hard to pick just because the characters could differentiate between them. Number 4 spot, whole different ball game. So, cut a little bit of the video out just to try to keep it under, 20 plus minutes. It's still going to be about 20 plus or so. 20 and some change. But anyway, there's round 5 time attack done. We get our wall power KMR, which is a great gun. But yeah, so characters made it easy to put Shadows of Evil at number 5, and now we get down to the hard part of differentiating between. Oh, I love this monkey wrench. It sounds so funny when you hit one of them in the fucking head with it. But now we get to the hard part of differentiating between all the characters, or the maps, because the characters are the same and the rest of them. You got the premise crew. Anyway, let's start to try to discuss why I would have this map number 5, or 4. Not number 5, never fail. Number 4. First and foremost, I'd say the biggest detriment for this map for me is obviously going to be the dragon. Breathing fire everywhere. Pretty damn annoying. You do got the shield, which is really nice, but that damn fire breathing dragon. That fire breathing dragon breathing his fire, or her fire, whichever it might be, all over the damn map, makes it very difficult to run a train. You can still camp in certain spots, but running the train is quite annoying. My favorite spot to run a train on here is at Tank Factory. It's the spot that I've found the most success with. I've tried running it at Control, Dragon Command, but not really had any success with that, man. It's not been productive for me. Tried running one at Spawn. That shit definitely don't work, especially with the fire breathing all over it. And then, I'd say the second biggest issue with this map would have to be the Valkyries and the Manglers. More so the Valkyries than the Manglers. Manglers aren't nearly as bad as the Valkyries. At least with the Manglers, they're on the ground and they're a stagnant target pretty much. They walk towards you. Valkyries are much more annoying. Much more annoying. Hold on, let me shut my back door. There we go. With the Valkyries are much more annoying. Simply because they'll block doorways, they hit you with them stupid electric charges, they fly everywhere, they fly around when you're trying to shoot them. And if you don't have Ray Gun Mark III or a really strong pack-a-punch weapon, it can take quite a few shots to kill them. And you can't really stop and shoot at them when you're running the train or when you're camping, because you need to shoot the stuff that's coming to kill you. And it's kind of like the parasites, but a lot stronger, and they shoot stuff. So they're there to distract you so that the zombies can kill you, and they're quite damn successful at doing such. So you take those two things, the fire from the dragon breath and the Valkyries, and it's pretty damn annoying. But with that said, there's a lot of good stuff in this map, man. There really is a lot of good stuff. So first and foremost, I like the way you have to do the pack-a-punch. I really do. I think it is a great idea. It kind of reminds me of Darius, with the teleporters, only a little more challenging, but it's still fun to do. Simply because you have to get the Groff modules. One thing that I do find annoying is the slight RNG with the code cylinders, but even with that, it's still not a big delay. I mean, it's not like it takes rounds on end to get the 3 code cylinders. I'm pretty much think I've gotten one every single time after the first one. The first one can vary as far as the Dragon Command one, but after that, once I've completed that one, The very next round, generally speaking, I always get the supply depot one, and then the next round after completing that one, I always get tank factory. There's some really fun traps on this map. You got the little hand trap down there. You got the giant eye laser beam up over in tank factory. You got the flinger over near Dragon Command. All those are pretty good traps. Flinger, maybe not. Not the best. Unless you got monkey bombs, then it's pretty good. But also like how you get the Dragon Strike with the lockdown. That lockdown is a lot of fun, especially if you can use immolation, because it seems like on this particular map, when you use immolation, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the damn ray gun Mark III. And even when you don't use it, it seems like I always get it within my first 4, maybe 5 box hits. So it's not like back in the day with a thunder gun, you could beat the box to death, sink, 100,000 points into it and still not have it. Seems like you're pretty consistently able to get it, which I like. I also like the fact that you got 4 trials on here instead of just 3. Excuse me, damn. I do enjoy having the 4 trials. It's quite rewarding when you get them all done. I've only ever done them all once, and that was to get the trophy, but still pretty sweet. I do not like the fact that when I did it, the Pack-a-Punch gun it gave me for free was the damn Shadow Claws. If you're playing solo, those things are trash. If you're playing with a group of people, I'm assuming that they do quick revive. I don't know. I've never used them when playing with friends. And I've not played this map with randoms. It's probably not a map I'd play with randoms if I'm being honest. Because it can be quite challenging with 4 people because there's just not enough good spots in my opinion. Not enough good spots for anybody to run a train, and there's definitely not any good camping spots that I've been able to find. Best one I found is up at the tank factory using the laser beam trap and then killing the ones that come to you, having the dragon next to you until you can get dragon wings. Other than that, so another good thing is in fact the dragon wings, since we just mentioned that. I do like the dragon wings, how they can let you instantly teleport to the hatchery, which is pretty sweet. I also like the Valkyrie helmet. Valkyrie helmet, I don't care for the Valkyrie helmet. I've never actually unlocked that. The Mangler helmet, thoroughly enjoy the Mangler helmet. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially when you're doing the Easter egg and you want to get the final step done, the lockdown with nothing but manglers. Comes in quite handy there, and it comes in handy within the Easter egg itself, the final boss fight. The Wonder Weapon, Ray Gun Mark III. So I'm not sold on it being that great. I'm just not. Fun to use. I wouldn't consider it a great Wonder Weapon. It does a great job as far as killing stuff, but it doesn't seem to kill a whole lot. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's hard for me to describe. I haven't really looked at the statistics on it. It just seems like for me that it doesn't really save your life when you make a horrible mistake and get yourself trapped. It can slow them down with just the left trigger or left gun, which is kind of sweet. Right gun is pretty solid as far as the power vacuum, beastly. But the right gun, the ray gun itself is pretty sweet. It's pretty powerful, and when you combine them, the whole black hole disintegrate shit. It's kind of cool, but it's not as good as an Apothecary Servant. It's not as good as a Thunder Gun. Not even sure I'd put it on the upgraded KT4. What is that called? The Meso? I don't know the hell the name of it. But the upgraded KT4 I would say is actually better at protecting you and saving you. And the ammo. The ammo's not real good. Plus, if you don't have damn Speed Cola, it's terrible. So if you don't want to run Speed Cola, it's not a very good option as a power gun. One of the other things that I do love with this game, or this map, is the fact they put the PPS back in place, man. I love the PPSH. There you go. It's a fun gun to use. It's really powerful. It's got a lot of ammo, great mobility. I mean, you can't go wrong with it, if we're being honest. You just can't go wrong with it. It's actually a viable option to use in place of a dingo, unless you're doing the boss fight, and then it's not good for that. But I can live with that. I mean, hell. Basically, you're going to spend, after you kill the dragon, you're going to spend the majority of that boss fight using the Ray Gun Mark III anyway, if you're playing solo. But it is nice having it in the game. It really is. Also like the time attack weapons it gives you. I mean, the The wrench is a lot of fun to use, but it's only good up to like round 10. If you get the round 10 time attack done, you get a malice that is still good. But it seems like the range on that melee attack is a little wonky. I've died many a times by missing a zombie directly in front of me and getting beat to death by said zombie. So, yeah. And then you'll see in here, I believe I left it in, you get a sword at the round 20, and I think you get an axe at round 30, but I haven't done the round 30 one. It wasn't required, so I didn't do it. But those are all fun. I don't like the fact they take up a actual weapon slot, but if it just took the slot of your knife like the Bowie knife does, would it not be OP? If you have mule kick, I guess it's not too bad. You can make that your mule kick weapon, but if it just took the slot of your melee weapon, I'd be happy. And I about got down right there. I'd have been so pissed off. I'm starting to get overrun in this little spot. No. But hold on, I'm about to cough. But yeah, those are fun to use. Those are fun to mess around with. So, other things I like with the map is the fact that you can kind of be spread out in different areas. The way it's laid out is kind of fun. But once again, even in those spread out areas, there's not a lot of good spots to train, and there's damn sure not a lot of good spots to camp. So, but with that said, it's got a nice little layout how you can get to everywhere. Stamina up's kind of a must on this map if I'm playing with friends, simply because I like to be able to get to them and to be able to revive them if they go down, and I like for them to be able to get to me and revive me if I go down. Hopefully I don't go down though. I like to be the hero, right? So, yeah. Next big thing. For me with this, I do like the fact that the Easter egg can be done solo, which is another thing that definitely puts this above Shadows of Evil in my book. With that said, the Shadows of Evil Easter egg is way the hell easier than this one. So if you look at the other maps, as far as the Drak and Zetsubou, so with Zetsubou, the steps to get to the Easter egg can be a bit annoying, but the boss fight's pretty damn easy. It's pretty damn easy. With the Drak, it's pretty easy to get to the boss fight, but if you're not Panzers, the boss fight itself can be pretty fucking lead to you going a bit. I mean, even when I complete gone in there without head drama and completed it without the near-death experience gobblegum. So when you look at this one, it's got the hardest steps to get there. I mean, that Valkyrie escort, the damn Mangler escort, the damn Gerst device where you're having to run all over the map. It's pretty freaking annoying. Pack-a-Punch Mark III makes that not too bad because all you gotta do is find him and shoot him once, and then he'll move to the next area, find him, shoot him again. He'll move to the next area, find him, and shoot him again. Problem is, if you can't find him, I mean, I know you can hear him in the headset when I'm playing and when I'm doing it, but sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. It's not easy to find them every time, which is a wee bit annoying. And then you get through those steps, you get the bomb stealth, which literally, if you're not playing by yourself, can be quite a pain in the ass because you basically need to do a voice recording of calling out the order or have a great memory. I don't have the best memory in the world, but you need to do a voice recording calling out the order of which the bombs need to be defused, and if you get it wrong, it's pretty much game over. Unless you're at spawn or at Pack-a-Punch, you're pretty much going to die if one of those get diffused out of order, or if you don't actually get them diffused and they blow up based on the time limit, you get less time with more people in the map, then it's game over. And you don't know when that stealth's coming unless it's the last one before the final stealth, because the 6th stealth's always the same. It's the lockdown with the Manglers. But if you don't know that stealth's coming, then you have to pretty much, you're screwed if you don't catch it quick enough and have your phone ready to record the video of you calling off the bombs. And you got to pretty much go wait it out at spawn or go wait it out at Pack-a-Punch, and you got to do a whole nother thing. And hold on, my dogs are about to go nuts because my wife is home. Let me let them in. Joy of a 20-minute video. But then you got to do a whole nother round, and if you fell a step, you got to do another round, and before you know it, the rounds are really piled up. And quite frankly, I can't do it. I've seen people have been able to do it because there's world records without using mega gobblegums, but I don't know how the hell you do those Valkyrie and Mangler escorts without Undead Man walking. So it requires a gobblegum just to do that. For me, for most people probably will, and which is pretty shitty. And then on top of that, you have to deal with the boss fight. So you can upgrade your shield, which is sweet. That is pretty sweet. But even with the upgraded shield, you still got fire being all over the arena until you kill the dragon. Dragon's not too hard to kill. Pack a punch dingo, the way to go. It absolutely wrecks them. But at the same time, you have a bunch of shit coming after you. You got zombies, manglers, valkyries, blah. It's annoying. It's annoying. And then when that's done, you get to go after Nikolai. So Nikolai turns on you. You got to kill him, you know. And he is quite a pain in the ass. He's not the easiest thing to defeat, simply because you have to wait till the stupid little power cores pop up. And on top of that, you also have to dodge all the wraps, all the manglers, the valkyries on the outskirts of the map, and all the zombies. So it's annoying. Basically, you take an Easter egg that has the hardest steps to get to the boss fight, and then give it the hardest boss fight. And then you follow that up with the easiest damn one to do, which is, I don't know, Shadows of Evil might be easier. I hadn't done the final part of it, but the solo steps probably easier than Revelations. But Revelations is so much easier than Gorod. One thing I will say, the final cutscene for Gorod Krovi is badass with how Nikolai goes down. Takeo goes out with honor. Drazendrock, don't even get me started on the way Tank goes down. I mean, that's trash. That was terrible. But the way Nikolai goes out, it's pretty sweet. Another bad thing about the cutscene is after the fact, when Dr. Monty's talking to you, if your character's Richtofen, you can't even hear him. So if you get Richtofen when you're going for the Easter egg for the first time, just quit the game. Ain't no point in damn going through it, because you're not going to be able to hear the talk afterwards, which is part of the joy of getting the Easter egg done. Yeah. The good thing is, once you do complete the Easter egg, at least you can end the dragon fire breath. That's good. The more you can do with that, the better, because at least then you got probably another viable training spot, and it makes it much easier to train in Tank Factory. No doubt about that. I don't think anybody could deny that fact, and if you can, then Lord help you. But I mean, honestly, it's a difficult map. Don't get me wrong. I like difficult maps. I enjoy Shangri-La. Shangri-La is one hell of a difficult map. Probably one of that and 5 are probably the 2 hardest maps I've played in Zombies. But this one would probably come up right behind those 2, as far as the maps I've played in the difficulty level. And I don't not enjoy the map. I mean, it's a lot of fun to play. I still haven't got to round 50 on this map, I don't believe. I gotta check. I might have once, finally. But there's the difficulty of the map, the difficulty of the Easter egg makes it hard for me to rank it above the other maps, which are more user-friendly than these. More beginner-friendly, should I say. Less difficult to complete the Easter egg. Less difficult to get the high rounds on. So for me, my joy in playing Zombies is, generally speaking, to get the high rounds. And I like the challenge of getting there on this. That's why I wanted to rank it higher than 4th. But the dragon and the other things I've spoken about kind of makes it difficult for me to put it that high, because I have a harder time getting the high rounds on Drazendrock, to be honest, just because the Panzer. Once you get to like round 40 something, that Panzer becomes an absolute beastly thing to destroy. So anyway, the video is going to stretch on a little bit longer. You're going to see me get the round 20 time trial done. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to leave the beat in the background to kind of enjoy for the rest of the video. You don't have to watch the rest, it's fine. But if you want to watch the rest, see me get the round 20 time trial complete, that's cool. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's it.